All right, it's your boy G Reels, aka G Beezy. I make it look easy, sometimes very easy. Anyway, this is the story demo. If you saw my previous video, I was making tweaks with my mic. Haven't used my mic in a while, so sorry about that. But this is a story demo for Trails Through Daybreak 2. I plan on streaming this game and actually putting out my opinion for my stream as well. I don't have a streaming schedule yet, probably mostly on the weekends because I have work and school, almost done with school, so actually I wish this would have came out when I was finished with school because I could spend hours on this game. Anyway, I've already actually played through the story demo, but I noticed that even on hard mode, it wasn't that challenging. And honestly, I wasn't even really geared up either. Like I don't even think they give you an opportunity to gear up actually on story mode. So, sorry, on the story demo. But I did find out that this gameplay will carry over to the main game, which comes out this Friday on Valentine's Day. So I plan on playing the hell out of this game today until Super Bowl Sunday, until it's time to watch Super Bowl. And I plan on grinding a lot, and you guys probably won't see that part, but I'll make sure to keep to the story in my streams and try to cut the videos short a little bit by bit, because this game could get really long, like especially since these fools only voice act certain parts. There's so much dialogue. I'm just like, you guys should have voice act everything. Like they should learn from their counterpart Xenoblade 2. I mean, was it 2? No, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Everything was voice acted. Almost every single side quest, every dialogue scene was almost voiced. They should learn from that game, because when you have so much dialogue, so many side quests, it just needs to be voice acted. I mean, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is another example of that. Everything from a random conversation, from NPCs to side quests to main story to cutscenes, everything's voice acted. So please Falcom, stop being so cheap. Get paid these voice actors to voice the whole series, not just dialogue segments. But that's just one of my gripes with how Falcon does their Legend of Hero games. But I'm very appreciative that these people come out with these games, and I think this game coming out now makes the US caught up with the Japanese version, because this game has been out for a while already. I think it came out last year or in 2023 in Japan. So anyway, enough about that. Like I said, I've already played through the story mode demo. I'm just gonna play through it again on Nightmare. I played on hard previously, and like I said, it wasn't that difficult. So let's see how things change. I will still, even though I've seen everything again, I will still go through everything, because I didn't realize that the story mode would carry over to the main game. I guess demos are doing that nowadays. So, and because based on the difficulty I was playing on, I was like, man, let me just restart. That way, when I have free time, I can already be back where I left off. As well, I'll have a lot of material, because I'll be grinding throughout this week to build up all my material. Because I mean, once you get to a certain part, like I was surprised. Like I got all the way to like the first chapter or the first act, and I thought I was going to be able to continue. Like they made it seem like you can continue the game after a certain point. I was like, wow, this is a very long demo. Like, if we look, if I hit low, let's see how many hours I already put into it. It doesn't show how much hours I have, but anyway, it was already a good chunk. But anyway, let's get it popping. We're gonna play on Nightmare and see what's going on. I don't even know if this is true. I remember on the previous Trails games that I played on hard and it wasn't like that, but I didn't die or get a game over too often in battle. So basically it says when command battle difficulty is set to hard or above, if you get a game over in battle, you won't be able to lower the enemy's strength and try again. Is this alright? Of course it's alright. Come on. Clear data, Daybreak. If clear data from Trails Through Daybreak is available, choices made there can be reflected in this game, and special clear bonus can be obtained. Load Trails Through Daybreak. Clear data, of course. Bet. All those are going to Van, and I don't know what those skill stones do. So let's see. It wants me to view a trailer of the main story from Daybreak. If you want to watch my old videos, you can. I'm not gonna watch the recap because I already know what happened.
Gamma Squad, go!
Target confirmed. Moving to apprehend.
Our next prey.
Now, devour them all! Start corrode! The Grendels online!
What the hell?
What in the world? I knew I sensed something down here, but I wasn't expecting to find bodies.
No good. I'm only getting a faint response now. Ugh, I really thought we had it this time. This place is gonna be locked up real tight after today. Talk about lame.
Huh. Maybe we should pay our friend a visit. His connections could come in handy, and we do still owe him our thanks.
Oh yeah, our thing should match his 4 SPG requirements, shouldn't it? Well, if we go, I'm totally helping myself to his secret stash of sweets.
If you want to play with fire, be my guest. I think that's our cue to get out of here.
Yeah, let's move, S. I can't wait! Do you think his car is faster than Van's truck?
Your guess is as good as mine, sweetie. We'll be back home later this evening.
You better be. Things have been a little too weird around here lately. All right, have tons of fun out there, Yume.
Okie dokie, Grandpa. I'll be back soon!
Early yesterday morning, there was a small explosion near a municipal building in the capital. According to our report, it was the result of a power outage, and there was no sign of criminal activity. In other news, a Grand Circuit exhibition race will be held today.
For real? It's too early for this shit. Yes? Thought you weren't working today.
It's nearly 10 a.m., you know. You really should be wide awake at this hour. I have a job fit for a Spriggan, so you better start waking up already. Van.
So, wasn't expecting you to drop by the office, much less in casual wear. Better be careful walking around in that, or else Lil Miss Famous will have even more eyes on her.
Oh, please. I can blend in with the crowd just fine, as long as I act like myself. So, what are your thoughts? I just had it tailor-made.
Well, let's see. Huh. Yeah, seems pretty alright. Always good to wear something easy to move around in. What? What did I say?
Oh, nothing. So, what's going on with your sleep schedule? Was it thrown off kilter, or are you just becoming lazy? Perhaps your old habits are rearing their ugly heads, now that you don't have your assistants to keep you in line.
It ain't like that. I've just been up to the neck in work is all. Though I am slowing my pace a little. At least until they get back.
Speaking of, I can't believe it's already been 2 months since they all left. I'm surprised they haven't returned yet.
Yeah, well, they all had some unfinished business to take care of. On the bright side, things have been nice and quiet around here lately. It's just like old times.
Oh? I've heard testimony to the contrary. A little birdie told me Agnes has been coming here every week for part-time work.
Not true. She comes every other week. And I doubt she'll be able to do even that much in the coming weeks. She's gonna be up to her ears in work, getting ready for her school festival.
Oh, it's that time of year already? I bet someone's going to be awfully lonely soon.
Yeah, no. Alright, that's enough about me. Let's start talking shop. I want to know why an A-rank bracer, and the famous Beauty's Blade no less, is asking for my help. I'm also curious why you're doing this on your day off. Guessing this ain't a rescue a lost cat type request.
Afraid not. Take a look at this.
Damn.
There have been other incidents like this one here in the capital. They began around the start of the year. I'm sure this is old news to you, however.
Yeah, but I didn't think the rumors were actually true. What I heard was that there have been a number of strange goings-on lately, and that a lot of people have been dropping like flies.
The victims are not only policemen and soldiers, but also gang and mafia members as well. Evidently, they have all been killed in the most gruesome manner imaginable. It's inhuman, in every sense of the word. Due to the nature of the incidents, however, they're being reported as vague disturbances or accidents.
Well, given the parties involved, I can't say I blame them. Hasn't stopped people from talking, but it's all just speculation at the moment. I figure the Guild and the CID want to close the books on this case ASAP.
That's right. A joint investigation team has already been formed. They've surmised that this is the work of a serial killer. Unfortunately, they have yet to find any serious leads.
I'll admit, this case has been on my mind. But I hadn't caught any sense, and no one had come to me about it. Until now, that is. If I'm being real with you, this is way beyond the scope of my humble little office. You do get that, right?
Yes. And until yesterday, that was perfectly acceptable. However, the situation has changed.
Target move it out.
Now, sweep them all. Shard is online.
What the hell?
The CID's Special Ops Hercules unit, its Gamma Squad specifically, was wiped out last night. They identified a suspect for the serial killings via their intel network, but when they caught up with him, they were completely overwhelmed by a red fairy and a man in a trench coat, who transformed into a monstrous creature.
Huh. I want to say it's just the latest in special effects, but yeah, probably not. I'm guessing Renee sent you this vid?
Yes, discreetly and privately. Not even the Guild is aware of this video. The many incidents caused by Almada last year were beyond human understanding. However, all of the reports mentioned the presence of a fixer and an unidentified dark blue monster. Consequently, multiple organizations are beginning to turn their eyes to you. I'm sure I don't need to tell you what will follow if nothing is done about this. Yes?
Honestly, even I don't know what all went down there. So, long story short, I've shot to the top of the suspect lists. Of the CID and the Bracer Guild.
Nail on the head. It's only a matter of time before the CID makes their move to attain justice for the Gamma Squad. This is personal to them. The same goes for the police and the Guild as well.
Well, shit. I just can't catch a break these days. But, thanks for giving me a heads up.
What are you going to do?
The only thing I can do. I'm gonna put my nose to work. This ain't something I can take lying down, especially since I should have been able to sniff it out from the get-go. I'm not just gonna sit here and wait for someone to throw me in the slammer. I've gotta get on out there and clear my good name. Pushing through thick and thin is what a fixer does best. I'll get through this. Whether that's by myself or with the people who have stood by my side. I'm only here now because of them. And I've still gotta pay them back for all they've done for me.
Huh.
Guess I'm sort of giving myself a 4 SPG here. Now, I hate working for free as much as the next guy. But maybe I could put up with it if a certain someone rewarded me with delicious sweets.
That's quite the roundabout way of asking me to treat you. However, I'm afraid I can't accept that particular arrangement. Seeing as I'm the one who came to you with the job.
Huh?
I can't just sit idly by and let a new seed of fear be planted in the hearts of civilians. That's not the Bracer way. Moreover, I have a personal stake in this. After all, a dear friend of mine is being caught in the crossfire of this whole ordeal. I won't let him be hit with a false charge.
Oh.
Face it, you need someone who can keep an eye on you. I think us working together would be the most rational solution. That said, I can't openly ask for your help, given my position as a Bracer. If it's done through a 4 SPG, though, I doubt there will be any problems. So, will you accept it? Hey, why are you laughing at me?
I'm not. Just wondering who's really the roundabout one here. You're the same as ever, Elaine. Actually, I take that back. You've changed a lot, haven't you?
I suppose I have. Although I think that's to be expected, given all that happened last year. And you've changed quite a bit yourself, no?
Guess so. All right. The conditions you've outlined match my requirements well enough. I'll be expecting you to pull your weight out there. Better keep up with me, Beauty's Blade.
Oh, I'll do more than that, Van Arkride.
I am officially in love with this caramelized apple. The slightly bitter yet juicy sweet flavor is to die for. That pinch of cinnamon combined with the flaky richness of the crust are sending my taste buds into overdrive. It's perfection. I could sit here eating Monmar's tart tatin until the cows come home. I'll never get sick of it for as long as I live.
Same for me. Its flavor is refined, yet delicate at the same time. Calling it anything less than a masterpiece would be doing it an injustice. You're a master of your craft, Victor.
Why, thank you. I don't know why you're hanging around this deadbeat, but I guess there's no harm in kicking up your feet and sharing a meal in your downtime. The same doesn't go for you, you lazy bum. Also, you better not give this fine young lady any trouble. You hear me?
Yeah, I got it. Should be able to get whatever we need over at the general store. So let's... Wait, I need to make a stop at the tobacco kiosk. Gotta check out their novelty candies.
Ever the sugar addict.
See, I'm back. Any scenes or voice acted segments or anything to do with the story, I'm going to mute myself. But that's what I'm talking about. Basically, the whole scene between themselves at the table, it should have been totally voice acted. I'm just like, why? Why didn't you just do the whole thing? It's so annoying. It hurts the immersion of things. It's like, oh man, now I gotta start reading. I mean, I don't have a problem with reading, but at the same time, I'm just like, I'm paying you good money for this game. Like,
what's on the menu?
Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. Alright, I got 5,000 Mira. I think some of these will come in handy later, so let's get about... Excuse me. I don't have that much Mira. Yeah, last time when I was playing the demo, I didn't really care about building money or stuff like that, but...
Take care out there.
That basically when I get off stream, I will be grinding to build my money, Mara, and other stuff. But yeah, my first impressions of the games thus far, since I've already played the demo, they've added some new music, which I'm just like, some of the new music is whack. Just stick with the old music. Like, they had a really good soundtrack on Daybreak 1. Like, some of the new music is just blah. But anyway, they've added some new things you'll see here in combat, and a great way to start the game with Elaine and Van. In fact, I ship Elaine and Van. Like I don't care for the Anya's and Van ship, even though I feel like the game pushes that more than anything. Like she's in freaking high school. He's like 24. Like, come on, guys.
Time for a traffic update around the Edith metropolitan area.
Yes, these are the most recent reports on the road, courtesy of the Calvert Roadway Information Center. Due to event proceedings in the 12th District, streets around the Grand Circuit appear to be more backed up than usual. Drivers are urged to lower their speeds and maintain safe driving.
I think I've seen her around before. She's off-road. Be quiet.
That's all we have.
Sometimes
Now,
in
how
these
about some
games, I don't
music?
know if it's just the translation, but sometimes I feel like they
You sure are an odd
over-exaggerate.
group.
Shut up. I feel like they over-exaggerate certain things. I over-explain certain things. I mean, yes, there's like 13,
Not by again.
15 games in this series. So I can understand why they would want to over-explain things. But at the same time, you have a whole archive of information you can read through before you start playing to get caught up on what you need to get caught up on. Like I've seen streamers say you need to start from the beginning before you start the series. I started this Trails Through Cold Steel 3. I'm not going back and playing those old games that aren't voice acted or have slow pacing and everything. But what I did before I played the Cold Steel 3 was I read through the archives and I got caught up that way. Like it wasn't a big deal to me. Alright, let's check out the office. Can't really do anything in here though, because a lot of things are restricted, because this is basically tutorial mode. Oh, it's my bedroom. Haven't been in a while. Could use a sprucing up the place. Alright, unrealistic. Shout out to Falcom. They're coming out with upgraded graphics of the first installment of this series. So kudos to them for that. Graphics are gonna look a lot better. Combat, I hope, is gonna be improved. These are all the rooms of my assistants. If you haven't played Daybreak 1, then you don't know what you don't know. So go watch my previous streams. Basically, just going through the motions here. Just exploring everything. I always talk to everybody. I might be annoying, but I always talk to everybody, and I always make sure I get the full conversation. For those of you who haven't played this game, you could tell if you've gotten all the information from somebody based on that little diamond right there. If it's still blue, then that means they still have more to say. But sometimes it's something stupid like that. But yeah, that cat acts like it runs the place. I guess that's how a lot of cats are. I don't know. But yeah, man. I think we've talked to everybody in this area, so let's hit the streets. Let's hit the streets. Here's where
Okay, let me finish decking out my ride, and then... Actually, I'll save that for tomorrow.
Your obsession with cars hasn't died down a smidge either, I see. It's fine. We can just take the bus to Riverside.
Let's get out there and kick some butt.
See, they're trying to be like Final Fantasy, and like when you pass somebody, they'll say something. But be more like Final Fantasy.
I see you're working hard as always.
and give us full voice acting. If you could go the extra mile for a little side conversations like that, go the extra mile and voice act the whole scene. But I will say the cutscenes and the way they've made the skill scenes look are a lot better in Daybreak 2 than it was in Daybreak 1. Like Daybreak 1, they did have some like moves from bosses that they highlighted like they do in this one.
Looking is always free, you know.
Yeah, I can't afford any of this. So basically I'm
Come
just
see us again
stopping by
sometime.
and talking to you. But yeah, I'm impressed the way it's been upgraded. And like I said, there's gonna be some nice upgrades to the combat that we're gonna see later, if I can get to it. I'm telling you, this first part, the prologue, like I didn't think the demo would be so long. Like the prologue is pretty extensive. I think I played this game for about 5 hours just in the story demo. But that's because, like I said, I like to talk to everybody. I like to get all the information out of the people around town. It's just the way I play RPGs, even on the stream. It's not like I'm a big time streamer anyway, so. But yeah.
Well,
like I know how Elaine looks. Like, what's the point of having that in the conversation? Oh, this lady seems really pretty. Like, why would I be able to see his thoughts? Don't get it. Unless he was mumbling under his breath. I don't know. What are you doing, Mark? Talking out loud? But yeah, we'll see if we get to any combat today. We should. I might have to take some breaks every now and then because it is a long prologue where you have to hop around and from different segments of the city, figure out information. Basically, the premise of every Trails game is you go to a city, you accept quests and jobs, and you solve them. But in the meantime, while you're investigating your main story content, you
Goddess of the sky is always watching over us.
Basically you are hopping from each section of the city, gathering information and trying to figure out what is going on. They really do the detective what's it called? Detective archetype pretty good with Van. But even outside of Daybreak, it's the same thing. I think they are trying to shake things up a little bit in this one. Like after the main story, after the prologue, you'll see what I mean by that. But overall, Trails games are the same. But I do enjoy them. Don't let my gripes and stuff turn you off of the game, because they're actually really good games. Like, they have a fun battle system, especially in this one. And once you figure out how to manipulate them, it becomes pretty easy to win battles. And then also the characters are good. They picked a good cast. That's another reason why I'm just like, this voice act more scenes, because you guys picked some good
An early
voice
morning
actors.
sauna trip doesn't sound half bad.
I got the hint. We can make a quick stop. You won't be any help if you're still half asleep.
Fine then. I'm gonna take a dip.
About to go into that bathhouse after I talk to these fools. But yeah, good cast, good battle system. I don't know about the story in this one yet. I won't spoil anything since this is the beginning. I've already seen all this, so that's why I'm not really focused on any of these really conversations, because I've already seen it. I mean, I know sometimes you can catch stuff that you missed in previous gameplays, but I'm pretty thorough when it comes to talking to everybody and really getting the ins and outs of the game down. Like I said, that's why I don't know how long this stream will be today. Maybe an hour or two. And then maybe I'll play again later after a break. Because I love this game, but like having to sit there and talk to every little person, it's pretty time consuming. And sometimes it could just mentally tax you. You know what I mean? That's probably why they made Final Fantasy the way they made it. Like, you honestly can only talk to people who can voice. You can only talk to people and they're voiced. Like, you can't do this on the Final Fantasy. Like, you can walk around town, but most of the time in Final Fantasy, the person either has a quest or a mini game for you to do, and that's the only way you can talk to them. Other than that, they're just speaking. They're just NPCs talking or making some kind of side comment, which is, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, people. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth sets a high standard for RPGs. Like, every future RPG game should try to reach that benchmark, but of course, every company is different. Not every company has a lot of money to deal with, to work with. So, money, the technology, you know, yada yada yada. Like I said, Trails, they're coming out with the new Trails, I think, Through the Sky, Chapter 1 or something. Never played that one, of course, because it's back. I think it's a PlayStation game or is it a Vita game? I can't remember. But yeah, no voice acting and really old school system. I don't feel like bothering with it, but when the new one comes out, I will pick that one up and play the version with the new graphics and everything. That's gonna be a treat. I just hope that Falcom has listened to the fans finally with this new version of our remake of this game, because if they could just add the stuff the fans want them to add, the game would be perfect. Yeah, we about to get down and dirty. Yeah, Lane and Van, I think they make a great team. One true pairing. They're my OTP. This kid's pretty smart. I wonder if I should go ahead. Yeah.
Welcome
it's
to Laguna.
achievement, so I'll go ahead and do it. This guy's a sauna freak. I don't know why every main character is a sauna
That's
freak.
the stuff.
Well,
A breather was just what I needed.
well, I don't know if Lloyd is a sauna bath freak, but I know Van and frickin' Rain are.
I feel nice and refreshed.
So when you use the bathroom, it basically
Come back
restores
anytime.
everything, including combat resources. Okay, so we've talked to everybody in those places. Talk to her, talk to the churchman. Let's go. Yeah, let's go in here. I've talked to these fools. This is where you need to grind for. This shop has everything you actually need to take care of business in this game. Orbaments. Orbaments is the key to your success in battle. And if you have the right orbament combo, then battles are so much easier. That's what I learned from the other games, is having the right orbaments is a huge factor. If you want to be overpowered though, you want to have the best orbaments. Like if you want to take on challenges, the best way to do it, having the best orbaments. I think that's what will get me through a nightmare playthrough, is making sure I have the right orbaments. But in the first Daybreak, you were very limited into the type of orbaments you could get. Like, I feel like I was only able to go to level, was it level 3 or level 2? I think it was level 2 in orbaments. Where in the past Trails games, I could go all the way to like legendary level of orbaments. But of course, Daybreak 1, they don't want you to be like super souped up, I guess. I'll tell you, in Trails Through Reverie, they had so many orbaments you could, super orbaments that you could try to get, but it would take so much time. And Reverie didn't really give you that much time to grind. Like, they gave you a separate space where you could grind, but it's just like you could only go through it like one time, and then you couldn't train anymore in it. It's just like, it was kind of dumb. Like, it was created for you to train, but you couldn't really train. If that makes sense. Oh, I think this is the last people I need to talk to. Let's see. I got an achievement. Oh, I forgot about the vitality. Excuse me a second. Yeah. I know how to play this game. Let's see. Oh, oops. I do know how to play this game, people. don't mind me. I'm giving everything to Van, so I need him to be strong. I don't know if throughout the game, if Elaine's going to be in and out of my party like she was in the previous game, which was annoying. It's just like, because Elaine is a powerhouse in the battle and combat, like, but Van is too. Like, Van is crazy strong. Like, especially when the setup I had for him in the last game, like, and then when he's able to transform, this guy's on another level. I'm just like, this game is super easy if I transform. Like, I think for the most part, like during the story in the last game, they let me transform during story bits.
All right.
Yeah, no, I'm spending all my money, but anyway, yeah, throughout the story, they let you transform every once in a while.
Let's see what we got. When it became
like the main boss of that chapter. But let's see. Another way you could tell if you've talked to everybody is if they're not glowing anymore. See all the little circles that are gray? That means you talk to everybody. So I am going to the next thing. Wait, actually.
Would you care for some flowers?
Did I talk to her? Oh. Okay, so it's hard to see if you've talked to merchants because they have their little merchant icon and it hides their talk bubble, so to speak.
What would you like?
Just buying all the sweets, baby.
Will you stop by again sometime?
Maybe. Let's see. Zoom in. Let me think. I think I've talked to everyone, and I think I've bought everything that I need to buy. So now we can go to the next part. Like I said, having gone through all this,
let's do this.
Already makes it kind of hard for me to stay engaged. I'm literally just letting the auto button get through all the chats and all the text. You see that part right there? That's an example of what should have been voice acted. I would have just sent this whole stream to
My stall has the best dishes around.
to Falcom, so they could know that this is what gamers want: everything to be voice act, better graphics. And one other thing, and I don't know how much it's going to be in this game, but one last gripe, I hope. One last gripe.
Alrighty.
In previous Trails games, you went back to the same place in other installments of the game, like Cold Steel. I think in the Cold Steel, it took place in Erebonia. Yes, I understand that. But you went to the same places over and over again. I think they added a couple of new stuff.
My dishes are simply to die for.
I want to say they added a couple of new things to each game, but
I look forward to seeing you again in the very near future.
But overall, you went to the same places over and over again. I'm just like,
It's really nice.
you guys have got to be more creative than that.
Who wants some roasted chestnuts?
So like I said, the last game, Daybreak, was completely new to me. We're in a different continent. Sorry, not continent, but country altogether. So I didn't really feel like I was going to the same place over and over again. So I hope in Daybreak 2, they spice things up.
What's it gonna be?
And based on the end of the demo,
Later.
so they're so far so good on that note. But only time will tell whenever I am able to play the full game and really get to see fleshed out parts of the game. Alright, let's go see what Barmani is going to sell us.
Well, if it isn't Van and... Oh, Elaine too.
Sup? Been a while.
Nice to see you again, Bermati.
And it's always a pleasure to see you. It's been some time since I've seen you both together like this. Wait, could it be that you're dating? And you didn't think to tell me? Oh, shame on you both.
I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but it's not like that.
You're letting your imagination get the best of you. Again. Anyway, you got a sec? We have a couple of questions for you.
I assume it's related to that incident? Very well. Pull up a chair. There's something that's been bothering me about the whole affair as well. A copy of that video came to my place, courtesy of Kincaid. What happened was terrible, no doubt. And who would have thought the rumored serial killer would turn out to be a vicious monster?
Thanks for the help, Ermati. I owe you one.
No, perish the thought. What else are friends for? I owe Elaine very much, so I'll support her however I can.
Why, thank you.
Yo, did you just see that? Okay, started off talking, cut it off in the middle, and then at the very end, popped it back off. I just so confused. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking about that. This is what I like to see. Push for Van and Elaine.
The world and this menu is your oyster.
But not the money. Oh well. Not like I need it.
See you later.
Oh, these two are a bunch of goofballs. Let's go ahead and... I think she's like a comic artist or something, and he's her editor. I wonder if they made their names similar on purpose. I will tell you, the auto text goes pretty fast. Like, I wonder if they think everyone can actually read that fast. It's perfect for me because I've already seen all this, so. But in the future streams, like after the prologue, I probably won't have it on auto so I don't miss anything, because I can read. Oh, I can't read that fast. Like, I'm just gonna be up front. So, sorry in advance to those who can't read fast, but I've already played through all this. I'm just doing it just to talk to everybody, just like I always do. And just to have a record of it, I guess. Maybe I should take it off auto and read it at my own pace, because if I ever want to go back and rewatch this, then, well, I can honestly keep up with the auto text. It's just, I don't feel like, sometimes I'm lazy. Mr. Bike Guy, and then there's a runner. This place isn't open, but we'll still go down here real quick just to... Yeah, I know they're not open. Van. Here's another 4 SPG. Basically, people post requests for Van on here. They're called 4 SPG, which stands for Force Brigand. So he solves people's cases that can't go to the police or the guild or whatever. So yeah. Oh, now you can fish in this game too.
It's actually warm.
Which is pretty cool. Should I go ahead and do that? I gotta talk to these fools first. In the previous games, they had a lot of mini games that you could play. I think in Daybreak 1, they didn't really have that many mini games. Like, I can't really remember any distinct mini games. They had some challenges on quests that were kind of like mini games, but other than that, I don't think they had any. But in this one, they've come up with some decent mini games that I've enjoyed in this demo. Oh, that's what I wanted to buy, some accessories. It's okay. I could do it in the dungeon. But yeah, that's one thing to look forward to, guys, is the mini games. I'm saying,
Can I
guys,
help
like
you?
someone's watching my stream.
Come again.
Honestly, I'm not a big streamer, so there's probably nobody watching my stream right now. I'm just talking to myself, so that's cool too. But those of you who do go back and watch my video, appreciate you. Please like and subscribe, and let's go fishing. In the last Trails games, I was a master fisherman, actually. Ugh. So I'm glad they brought fishing back. Pretty cool. This game is so funny. They've gone from ancient times to almost modern times at this point in this game. But Calvert is a different country than Erebonia. Erebonia is more like the European Union, and Calvert seems like it's like the US. Ugh. Okay, let's see. Switch to fishing mode. Press L2 and X. Okay. Switch my bait. See what kind of fish are likely to appear. That's cool. That's cool. Alright, let's fish. Oh, let's finish talking to these fools first. That's right. I'm Van Arkwright. The fishing on here is different from the other trails, though. So let me see. Let me go ahead and
Let's do this thing.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's just catch any fish.
Hey.
Alright, so what you gotta do, gotta press X.
That's it.
And then angle this. Okay, so use the left stick to find the best angle for the rod. Press X at the right time to reel the fish in. Okay, so alright, you gotta be careful. Alright. Got him.
Nice, I got one.
Got him. That's a C rank, though. Actually, let's go ahead and try again. Let's try to find something else.
Hey.
I felt like when I first played this, I was a little better.
That's it.
There we go. Uh-oh. Woo! Excellent. Give me that.
I got one.
Ha! Let's try one more time. I feel like I could do better than what I've done. Let's see.
That's it.
Oh, oops. There we go.
Nice. I got
Bada bing, bada boom. Still C. Still C rank, baby. Alright, that's enough fishing. I only got two baits anymore. But yeah, that's fishing for you. This is one of the many games that you can play on here, and I plan on playing that a lot. And let's see. Okay, I think we haven't gone into the church. So there's two different religions, but they basically worship the same deity. But since it's such a, basically like I said, Calvert's kind of like the US. They allow a lot of diverse people into their country. But honestly, it seems like there's a lot of like Arabian or Indian culture throughout this game. And in the previous game, there really wasn't too many diverse characters. So I'm glad they've added more diversity in this game. Like, I think there was only like really one dark-skinned character in the previous game. The Bracer Sherazard. I want to say that was the only one. I can't really remember too well. But but it's interesting. In this one, they feels like they have Arabians, and they have at least a couple of black characters. I want to say. There's at least one. He's like an inspector or a detective. We're about to meet him here shortly. But
Praise be to Arusha.
but yeah, they should continue to add different races to these type of games. When I'm not reading, I'm just hearing the text. It's kind of annoying. So I wonder if there's a thing in the settings for me to fix that. Let me see. Let's see. Oops. System setting. Let's see. Options. Sound effects. Nightmare. Field battle hard. Ooh. Field target. Auto. Let's see. Field battle scaling. That's okay. Dash button. Auto advanced message. Results. Display result with. Auto advanced message. Yeah, that's what we want on, but I was looking for a way to eliminate that sound. Guess I can't. Hold on, maybe this is the standard rotate, navigation, always. Let's see. Nope. Tips. Maybe I should put never, because I don't really need tips. I remember how to play this game for the most part. Okay. Alright, forget it. Talk to this fool one more time. Honestly, I haven't done much, but I'm ready to take a break. I'll at least get to the part.
Alrighty.
I wonder if I should try to get to the part I was at whenever I first played the game. I got to the part where we got to the bottom of some things, and then I stopped playing that day. I think I played again later that day. But my first game through play of the demo, I did not get to the combat until I played the second time, because there's so much stuff you have to investigate before you get to the dungeon. Alright, so let's go talk to that inspector I was telling you guys about. Inspector Gadget. This is high speed mode, by the way. Ah! Really comes in handy when you're trying to grind through a dungeon. But be careful in the field combat with that, because it can get you dead. Alright, about to mute myself.
That looks like the place.
There's Deswani and Elvis. Let's hit them up with some cues.
I see you're hard at work as always, Elvis.
Same goes for you, Inspector.
Elaine, aren't you off duty today? Wait, what's he doing here?
Did you have some business with us, Spriggan?
Nah, I'm just here to gawk while the A-rank bracer lady does her stuff.
So, Elaine, why are you with him on your day off?
Well, I have something I need to check up on, and I asked him to accompany me. Don't worry, I won't let him do anything that goes against our code.
No, that's, not exactly what I mean.
Ooh, I feel for you, man.
Don't pity me.
Literally, Van and team saved the city last game, and you guys are still. You guys have short-term memory. So basically, Van is this fixer, and he takes on jobs from people who can't go to the police or the guild. This guy's part of the guild. He has a huge crush on Elaine and wants to smash, basically. The other guy, he works for the police. He's an inspector, and of course, he hates the darkness in the world. So he has it out for Van. But honestly, after saving the whole city last year, even the whole continent last year, they still don't trust him. It's crazy. That's what I'm saying. Short-term memory. Alright, let's see. I think I've talked to everybody in town. Let's see. Nope. There's one more person, and all she does is run around this branch of the city to try to get in shape. I feel her. Look how slow she's running though. Look how fast I'm running. Let's race. Race. Oh, it's not even a thing. See how we glow? Alright, Selma, what do you got to say? Not gonna lie, I'm getting hungry, and this might be a good stopping point for now. Then I can play again later, or after I get something to eat. But let's go to the new place before I save this.
Well then, shall we?
So this is actually a new area in the city I can go to. Okay, so the first two places we were, of course, Old Town is Van's HQ, so that was a place from the last game. The last place we were at, Riverside, that was a place from the last game as well. This is a brand new place, not in the city itself, but a place that I can go to now. Like, look how big the city is. I think I could only go to like 10 sections of the city of the last game. So I hope that they sprinkle in all the old sections, but really I hope they add another 20 or 10 sections I can go to. The capital of Calvert, Edith. But anyway, so next session we're going to explore Grand Circuit. I may or may not be mic'd up, we'll see. But until next time, people, holla at your boy. Ha ha!